Okay.
I'm Alex Wolfe from InformationWeek. We're here with C.K. Prahalad, management professor at the University of Michigan and author of New Age of Innovation. C.K. has an important thesis in his book. You are the co-creator of your customer experience. Explain that briefly, C.K.
I think for too long we have thought of companies creating value and exchanging it with consumers. I believe that consumers will become an integral part of creating their own experience. That means there are two joint problem solvers, the consumer and the firm. It's not either or, it's both together. And that is the thesis.
It's the Googleization of the world. You said no longer is it one black Model T Ford for everyone. You are empowered now, correct?
That's right. And I think the core idea is the emerging centrality of the individual. That I think is important for us to grasp.
So whether it's Starbucks or whether you're a Google user, if a company's going to capture your business, that you have to be able to tailor your experience, correct?
That's right. And it's not only in the traditional old industries as well as the new industries among the rich and the poor. So I think it cuts across a range of industries and range of economic segments.
Well, that's interesting because you mentioned globalization is a big theme in your work, and you approach it from a very different angle. You talk about the 4 billion global people who make less than $2 a day, and they're not going to be left behind in the way you look at it. Tell me about that.
I think if you really think about it, even if we convert these 4 billion people into micro consumers and micro producers, this may be the biggest growth opportunity the world has ever seen. And in fact, there is no reason to deny the benefits of globalization. I always say globalization is like gravity. Don't deny gravity, but defy gravity and get more inclusive growth so that everybody can benefit. It can be a win-win for everybody.
And there are two other very interesting catchphrases that you have. You say talent matters more than ever before, and IT matters. Why does talent matter? Shouldn't we get cheap people who are decent but not that great? Why does talent matter?
But actually, I think it's not a question of cost alone. It's a question of innovation, because we cannot save ourselves only by cutting costs. We have to save ourselves by growing, by innovating, by creating more wealth. That means people with ideas, people with skills, and if they also at lower cost, that is fine, but it should not be the primary driver.
And the last idea, IT now, technology, the cost of deployment is negligible, but you say getting your hands around it, your minds around it, that's the challenge.
Actually, if you think about how to energize a global market opportunity of not only the 4 billion poor, but also the rich, how to differentiate yourself, you need to be able to go at one consumer experience at a time, which in the book we use a shorthand called N equal to 1, and at the same time activate the resources from around the world, and the shorthand way of saying is R equal to G. We want to do that. The glue that binds it all together is business processes and analytics, and that cannot be done without IT. So I believe IT has become a strategic asset for most companies.
And we'll leave it on that note. Thanks so much, C.K. Prahalad. Go check out the book. It's New Age of Innovation, published by McGraw-Hill. I'm Alex Wolfe from InformationWeek.
Thank you.